Okay, folks, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco's. Okay, folks, Cuatro Cinco's. Okay,
Connected.
there we go. And we will kill the echo right there. Sorry about that. We're down to 1 minute and 58 seconds for the first drawing of Journey 5. Journey 5's first lotto drawing is going down 1,359. Dark are going to be distributed or attached to about 1,000 NFTs right now. So let me turn on my cute little face while we're waiting so you can see this great outfit that I've got going on. And maybe not. My face cam is not enjoying this. Let's try this again. Let's jump to there. And no, nothing. It's not going to start our little face, but that's okay. We'll go back here to the countdown. I bet you we're down to about a minute. Yep, 1 minute, 6 seconds going down for the first lottery. And we'll take a look at some of the stats with the NFTs and the market and all that crazy fun stuff. I didn't even know we were pumping like yesterday or the day before. So when we dumped today, it just wasn't as painful because like I found out we pumped and dumped at the same time. So shout out to that. We got about 30 seconds left. We'll refresh this baby. Come on. Let's go. Got some people blowing up my phone asking questions about dark matter. We will get to those. As you can see, we'll look at this. Okay, here we go. Down to 10 seconds almost. You ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kaboom. Zeros. And it usually sits here for a few seconds before it starts the timer for the second drawing, which is in about 11 days. And then we'll see if any of the tokens that we got, I believe we have quite a few tokens. We minted a lot of Journey 5 because we saw that very few other people were minting Journey 5. And so we jumped in there with, let me check right here. We have 48 Journey 5s, and we have about a 1 in 21 chance of winning. So we should win about 2 lotteries out of the 3 drawings. We'll see if we win some of these drawings. We'll see if we win the next one. This is a lot of fun here. Let's see. Current price is coming in at $7.28. That is incredibly cheap. So, excuse me. It's so incredibly cheap. Looks like we're sitting on about $47 worth of dark cash value on all of our 100 fuel cells. We're averaging about $4.70 per fuel cell after 4 treasury payouts. And yeah, let's jump back and see if this has, there we go, 11 days, 3 hours, 58 minutes, 46 seconds, and that is paid. That is in the books. We have paid the first one. So go to agproject.io, click on tools up here at the beginning at the top. If you click on tools, that's going to take you to the lottery page where you can check your lottery and scrape your wins. We don't have any winners showing up as of yet from the demo account, although I don't think that we're signed into the demo account, so that might change things, but I'm pretty sure it would read our winnings if, just because it's been hooked up to this wallet so many times. But here, I'll actually do a hard refresh just to make sure. And yep, no winnings. You should have about 1 1/4 dark for every winner from the first drawing. And then you should have 3 3/4 dark from the second drawing if you win the second drawing. And then you can win 7 1/2 dark if you win the third drawing, which is the biggest. It's 6 times bigger than the drawing that just went down. Holy cow. That was fun. That was exciting. Let's see if anyone has joined the stream here. We've got Crypto Cat. Good afternoon, Crypto Cat. So good to see you. Oh, there we go. Like it popped up for a second. I have 11 winners. Holy cow. So let's see, what's 11 times 1 1/4? It's about 12 point, no, it'd be about 12.5 plus another winner. So it'd be 13.75. It'd be basically how many dark he would have to scrape right here from the tools section, from the beta page right here. Let's go back and see what's he saying. Yep, 13.75. Dang, I'm way to go. Way to go. My math here, my streaming math, which that's pretty good. Like if you can stream and do math, see if I can pop my face on. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a very adventurous and cool journey so far. As you see, I'm ready for my spacesuit. We're ready for the space party. And congratulations very much to Crypto Cat. I'm guessing that the mystery box's daughter address has done fairly well. And of course, the evil address would have won most of those drawings. The evil address just cleaned up again. So we'll have to see if that button never comes on. I was talking earlier about this this game about the collective hacking the evil address, scraping all of the lottery winnings, rolling them into the next jackpots, and how you had to do that before you could vaporize those fuel cells. And that's true about the fuel cells that have won. It's not true about the fuel cells that haven't won. So Journey 3 and Journey 4, there's a ton of fuel cells that are in the hands of the evil address that have not won the lottery. And so those can be vaporized without turning the scrape button back on. More on this later, possibly. But you guys, you guys are here daily catching up on these updates and stuff like that. You guys have the alpha. You guys have all of the hacks. You guys have all the winning moves of anti-gravity. We told you guys this game is rigged. Crypto's rigged, investments are rigged, money is rigged, governments are rigged, everything in life is rigged, my friends. The difference is that in Hex they tell you how to beat the game, how to win the game, which is stake Hex, make Hex stakes and get your T shares so you can get more Hex later. Here we have the minting game, which is pretty dang cool. And in the minting game, which this will probably freeze my face as soon as I choose another stream here. But the minting game, if you guys go to the minting game here, you can mint one dark matter token for one NFT during this window. This window is going to open in 22, almost 23 days. And then you'll have 11 days to mint. And if you mint for Journey 6, you're going to get 222 reward points. Everyone who minted in Journey 4 and 5 are eligible for 222 reward points per mint. Some people have already sent me their screenshots of how many they've minted, which is pretty easy. You can just go to my fuel cells, click capture screenshot, and it will take a screenshot of exactly how many NFTs you own in that wallet. And then you can send me your wallet address, because this one's truncated. You can send me your wallet address, and I can send those to you when we catch up on that. There's quite a few things going on right now, which we're still, excuse me. I've been a little busy with a couple of things, life things, and so some of the community members have really stepped up and helped with a lot of cool stuff. Smo Spider's been making short videos. We'll check out some of those. And then also, shout out to Crypto Cat. He's been helping with the Pink Miss Well deal. Guys, only one person, as far as I know, has taken advantage of the Pink Miss well deal, where you buy the Pink Miss well token off the market, and that token ends in B872. So you buy this token right here in this chart. Look at it. It's kind of finding a new floor over here. That's quite interesting. But yeah, there's a floor over here, and you can buy 150. I'm sorry, you can buy 1 million of these for about $156, and you can send them to the Pink Miss Wells address, which is this address right here. I'll copy that one and put it here in the chat. If you send the Pink Miss Well 100,000 Pink Miss Well tokens, then you'll get one J5 fuel cell for the next 22, almost 23 days. So you got about 22 days to get yourself. Let's see, where did the minting go? Where's my minting page? Oh no, maybe I clicked off of it. But either way, like I said, we'll go back to anti-gravity to the main page if we can. Yeah, you got 22 days to take advantage of that deal. There are no more J5s that are going to be minted. If you scroll down here to our cute little pie chart, look at this. There were 67,963 J5s, Journey 5 NFTs minted. So that means that 67,000, almost 68,000 dark went into the lottery in the treasury. A little of those made their way back to the team, but most of that, like 77% of that, went into the treasury, which pumped us up to 34% of the total supply right now in the treasury, not counting what it's paid out to the fuel cells. And then 20% of this, 20% of that 67, almost 68 grand, went into the lottery. So you can see that over here on the lottery page, 13,500 of those dark made their way into the lottery. And then 3% made their way back to the team. But as we see, the team's been doing a lot of giveaways and really just trying to improve the site as much as possible. I believe the dark over here on Bistro, we still have 44 dark for sale for about $9, which isn't a great deal. It's a little bit out of the money. It's cheaper just to buy them off of Pateus right now. But the thing is, you can't buy, at least let me check before I say that. If you go to Pulse Market app and you look at the priced fuel cells, those up for sale, at least here, I haven't checked on Minter in a while, but let's check on the priced ones. And there's no J5s for sale. There's no J1, J2, J3, J4, J5s. There's none of them for sale. They're being collected. They're being hoarded by a lot of people that have them, because they're getting paid out. They're getting paid out dark every 45 days. They're getting paid out more and more dark. I believe that the payouts are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until Journey 8. Journey 8, I think, is the apex of the treasury bloating before it exhausts. So that being said, excuse me, yeah, these people are hanging on to these piggy banks, because when you mint a fuel cell, let's go back to minting. When you mint a fuel cell, what you get is you get a killer piece of art, a beautiful piece of art. Like, look at these pieces of art right here. We'll go back to no filter. Yeah, here's the first one right here. This is the first Journey right here's art right here. It's got our beautiful logos, address, our website, and the book Rings of Dust, like the cover animated, which is beautiful. And then if you look at the very last one, we have 5 sets of these pieces of art, which you really, like I said, you can't get any more. Let's filter this to ID high to low. And so these ones that were just minted in Journey 5, look at these. This is from AJ Rip City right here. Just a beautiful, and this shows the dark matter token being minted into the fuel cell. It actually shows dark matter transforming into a fuel cell, which is absolutely sick. There's a 4-minute awesome music video that goes with some of this graphic, but this is what we tied to the NFTs right here. So anyways, you get beautiful, beautiful art when you mint. That's the first thing you get. The second thing you get is a lottery ticket that's good for 33 days and eligible for up to 3 drawings. If it wins a drawing, it's taken out of the future drawings. You can only win one. I mean, except for last journey, we had a little snafu, but we've corrected that. Excuse me. So yeah, you get cool art. You get a lottery ticket with 3 chances of winning some dark back that's scrapable. It's liquid. It's liquid dark. You can put it right back in your wallet. The other thing you get after those 33 days, it turns into a piggy bank. And every 45 days, this treasury pays this dark that's growing, just getting minted like crazy. It dumps this dark into there. It's paid out 67,000, or about 6% of the total supply. It's paid out to the NFTs already in Journey 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the end of Journey 5, it's going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the first time. So if you go back here to our, I don't need that one open. We need, nope. View of my fuel cells. Yeah. So as you can see, every J5 right now is projected to get 0.115 dark back. So you're getting a 10% return in 45 days on your dark that you minted with. That's bananas. That's absolutely insane APY, because you're getting paid back in dark. So these people are looking at, Journey 1's got a third of their dark back. Journey 2's got about a quarter of their dark back. Journey 3 has about 13% of their dark back. So Journey 3, which is paid at a much higher, payout, even, and they're still competing with the evil address on that one. You're getting almost the same amount. Well, you're getting the same amount in Journey 4 and Journey 5 as people have accumulated in Journey 3 after 2 payments. So the payments are going up, the treasury's bloating, and over time, this entire supply of about 1 million tokens is going to make its way into the treasury and lottery, and then it's going to make its way into the fuel cells. And once it goes into the fuel cells, it's a game of chicken. You can vaporize your fuel cell right here and go to vaporize. You can connect your wallet. You can say how many fuel cells you want to vaporize. You can approve it and destroy them, and you will get that the dark matter back out that has been paid, that's accumulated. Or you go somewhere like Pulse Market, where there's absolutely no competition right now, and you can sell them. You can sell your piggy bank to someone who wants to let it continue to fill up instead of breaking it. If you break your piggy bank, you're going to make a lot of people happy because their payouts to their piggy bank are going to go up. But like I said, if you want to take some profit, I would highly recommend selling the NFT. And that's one of the reasons that we worked really hard to get you guys a cash value right here. So you can see the cash value of the total cash value of all of these NFTs. Oh, so actually these NFTs that's an all-time high. Current price, like I said, if I smashed open all of these 100 NFTs, which doesn't make sense because 5 hasn't been paid yet. But if I were to, and I went and I dumped $49 of dark on the market, that's it. I have that option to cash out that cash value. But like I said, you could probably sell it for cash value, or maybe even a little bit of a premium, especially if it won a lottery and it has lottery winnings attached to it. You could sell it at a premium to someone that knows that it's can come here and see what the next payouts of dark are going to be, and just let that thing roll and fill up with dark. It's the same as buying, a T-shares from someone else, or Maximus DAO token. You're buying something, or the WhatsApp NFTs. Really, if you buy a WhatsApp NFT and let it continue to fill with ICOSA, that's kind of what we got here. The difference is that so far, currently, ICOSA is inflationary and dark is deflationary, because we started with 1 million and we have about 770 less that have been burnt through the lottery and through the origin address. So there's less than 1 million dark. There's fewer and fewer dark every day. There's not a lot of these addresses that have more than, there's a handful that have 1,000 dark. There's about a page of people that have 100 to, nope, they have 80 to, 800 dark right here. And a bunch of these are liquidity providing contracts too, actually. So there's just, people don't have, dark is going to become very, very rare. It's going to be the most rare token in crypto. And that's what you're getting paid. So my nephew had one winner. Awesome. I'm glad to see him get that. Like I said, this is the Pink Miss Well address. If you buy Pink Miss Well and send it to this address, you will be given some of the minted Journey 5 NFTs, which you cannot get anymore and may be extremely rare because it was the smallest minted Journey out of all of them. SJ's in the house. Woohoo, gonna check tonight. All right, good. Wild SJ is going to be doing trivia tonight with Chris Corgel, aka Canadian Grateful, and they're going to be giving away a whole bunch of crypto. How much crypto are you guys giving away tonight? Put it in the comments, and you guys can go play trivia and win crypto. It's a really fun and cool stream that they're putting on tonight. Speaking of other streams, Emit right now is streaming. Emit Farms is streaming with Triplet Dad right now. I didn't mean to step on their toes with the pulse chain times, but that's what's going on. So when we're done with all this right here, we should jump over there. Let me see what's going on. We had our F1 bets. I lost my F1 bet to Triplet Dad. He's having me donate my $50 to Pulse Chain Store because they're doing a lot to market t-shirts and do a lot of good work for the community. So watch for that and go support those guys there. Let me check my other Boomer tabs here. We also have the Pink Miss Well game. Looks like there's 30 slots left in the Pink Miss Well game. So if you go to the Pink Miss Well tab on our website, agproject.io, and you connect your wallet, you can buy a spot on this globe for about, I think it's like 60 cents of pulse. And the last number wins a jackpot of dark matter tokens. And as you can see, the dark matter tokens have been going up because the price of dark has been going down. So this person right here, 6B5A, won with number 100 for the first time. That's the first time 100 was the last number left. And they got about 5.5 dark. That's insane because that one ticket was like 60, 70 cents. And in the future, 5.5 dark could be worth an absurd and banana amount of money. So check this out. It's a lot of fun. Once this fills up, we usually play it on stream and there's some cool sound effects. Excuse me. And of course, it spins the globe, which can look like a roulette wheel, and it can also look like a lopsided earth spinning around this disco ball. It's a lot of fun to play with. So check that out. All right. Let's see here. And then 0x Bistro, best place to buy and sell your tokens at the money over the counter. You can choose whatever price you want to sell. And that goes in there. 1 second here. Okay, there we go. So like I said, 0x Bistro, you can sell any Pulse Chain token at any price you want. If you're selling a tax token, you're going to want to get it whitelisted or have the founders whitelisted so that these don't show up as, taxable events in the tax tokens. But like I said, no slippage. You're not feeding the bots. And if someone were to buy these 44 dark and turn around and dump on the market, it would hurt the price. But just people buying these and minting does not hurt the market. So you're actually not hurting the chart when you're selling and taking profit over here on 0x Bistro. Very clever, very cool. 0x Coast is the best way to get your money on and off Pulse Chain from the real world, quote unquote, to the Pulse Chain world. This is the easiest, fastest way I've found to get your money on and off of crypto. Hocus Pocus is a great front end for, they have their own farms. You can see your actuator farms. You can see your homie don't play that farms right here. We're sitting on about $9.50 of actuator token in our actuator farm. Actuator.finance is one of the best places to put your hex to work. Excuse me. As you can see here, 83 days ago, we put about $30 of hex, staked it, and we made about 141 hex off that $30 of hex. And then we went and we paired it with hex for liquidity providing so people could trade them on the exchanges. And then we took that pair, liquidity pair, we put it on the farm, and we have been paid 29,000 actuator tokens in the last 85 days or whatever. We are on a day 2024 of hex. Oh, that was a good year, 2024. Feels like it was not that long ago, but we're on day 2024 of hex. And on day 3000, these hex will mature and be able to be redeemed. And on day 5000, these will be redeemable. And on day 7000, these ones that we put in will be redeemable. And if you'll notice, we put about $60 in. I think we put about $30 of 8 hex time token shares in here and about $30 of hex. And we're up about $19. So it's not bad. And this could be the bottom of a very nice bull run for altcoins that we're all hoping for. The Nostradamus chart. Look at this. We have our first day right here of our bear right here. This is the first lottery, second lottery, third lottery, three little bears, and an ox or bull. I think it looks a little bit more like an ox, but we'll call it a bull. So this was the minting era right there. We have another minting era that we put clear up in the sky right here just for fun. We're hoping that Journey 6 is going to line up with a nice pumpy pump. But for now, you can take a look at our rise from $1 to $135. And then we had every single one of our lotteries has lined up with a Black Swan event in Pulse Chain, and some of our own Black Swan events. Boom, boom, boom. And then this bull was kind of like a nothing burger. It didn't really pump. It really didn't drop. This bull is a drop. This one is an opposite. So, maybe we'll get a nice pumpy pump here. We did have a pump and dump from the market earlier in Pulse Chain, which you can see right here in this candle. And only time will tell where these three bears end up. In fact, yeah, and where we'll move that bull from the sky. We'll see where we end up with that bull from the sky that's set at $1,000. Let's go through the charts. We got Pink Miss Well, like I said, which is on sale, looking pretty good, looking juicy. Looks like it's found a bottom. I don't know if this is a floor, if we're going to go further down, or if it's going to bounce back up to the all-time high of 0004. But I mean, if it bounces back up here, it's going to cost you $400 to get a million Pink Miss Well token. Right now, it's costing you $156 to get a million Pink Miss Well token, and you can get, if you send those to Pink Miss Well, you'll get 10 J5s and a Dark Matter token. So that's a very juicy deal. I know it may not sound like it today, but it's pretty juicy. You can't mint J5s anymore, and I don't see any for sale. So it's just one way to get something that is no longer just to get a collector's item, we'll call it. Dark Matter is done a little bounce, nothing to write home about. Here we got less than almost $1,000 in liquidity with Pulse, and you got that little pump, a little nice wick. Dark and Dat, Homie Don't Play Dat token has $16,000 of liquidity, and you can see it spike and drop right there. The Actuator token that we've been farming from Actuator.finance with our liquid T shares is still bouncing on the floor right here after its little bounce. Homie Don't Play Dat from the Homie Don't Play Dat farms. That one is also finding another floor right here. It bounced up to 6 cents, and now it's hanging around 3. Hex is still right around half a penny, which is insane because it was 50 cents. It was 100x. The all-time high is 100x higher than this. I believe I put it up here on this chart. Here's the all-time high, 50 cents for 1 hex when we were back on Ethereum. And I don't know if this is going to be combined or not, but I don't see why Hex would not at least. I think Hex can double its all-time high. I think Hex can go to $1 to $1 to $7. I think that Hex can very easily come up here in the next bull run, whether that's the Pulse chain token or whether that's the Ethereum token or a combined value. I don't know. I just know that at 10 cents, we're going to have some people dumping. At 50 cents, we're going to have some people dumping. At 5, going up here, we'll have people dumping because they didn't take profit during the last bull run. A lot, myself included, we didn't take enough profit at 50 cents. So I think there's a lot of people that have take profit marks all the way up to 50 cents. But I'm telling you, if it hits like $1, it's going to be hard not to take some profits at $1, even if you got to eat some EES penalties, which you would have been good eating EES penalties unless you had the big payday bonus. You would have done pretty damn well to sell at 50 cents, come back and buy it half a penny. Half a penny that's a crime, folks. That is a crime. Someone call the cops. Wrap Pulse. Again, it's doing the bunny hop. This is a weird bunny hop. It looked like it started another bunny hop and just tricked a whole bunch of people. Like it faked a bunch of people out into thinking we were going to make a higher high. We did not make a higher high on that little pump, but we do have this little weird spike here. I don't know. I don't know who I have some theories on who's selling, and I don't think it's regular people that are selling. I don't think it's Hexkins that are selling. Might be, but I don't know. Most Hexkins are sold out or buying at these prices. The YEP token by Light Bright It's got a nice spike and it is running away with the jumps. It's doing its own thing over here. Shout out to the Yep token. Dark and Hex has about $1,000 of liquidity. It's looking the same as the others, sitting around 748. Oh my gosh, it's so cheap. It's so insanely cheap. Dark and Pink Miss Well is at 760, and it has, I think, some of the most liquidity at 20,000 right here. This is one of the higher pairs of liquidity. Wait, how much liquidity does Pink Miss Well have with Pulse? Pink Miss Well and Pulse is sitting at 27 grand of liquidity. I would like to see the liquidity between Pulse and Pink Miss Well be higher than that if we can. Magic Carpet Ride doing the same thing that Yep token is doing. It's just doing its own run. It's looking very good. Print from the Ink Printer token still sitting on the floor right here. Pink Proof of No Work token, which is one of the first tax tokens I ever heard about. Very, very interesting stuff here. It's punishing the bots, and they got very low liquidity. So, and then of course Carpe Diem. Man, Carpe Diem is an amazing project. First pension or retirement on the blockchain. And it has some really cool tokenomics that make it super rare and scarce. And it's a retirement that you can hand off to your loved ones, unlike your 401k and things like that. So check out Carpe Diem. Very, very cool. Excuse me. I was going to share a couple of these things. A couple of these videos from Smo Spider. She's been making some really cool shorts. We'll probably jump through those. ETH price. What is Ethereum doing today? What you doing with your bad self? Still chopping sideways around $2,500. Bitcoin is still, it's chopping sideways above 100K. So we'll see if it makes a run to 120K or higher in the next few days. I don't know. I mean, things aren't looking good for the markets, and they're not looking good for the government. So, yeah. Again, the dark matter token, there's 97% of the supply wrapped up in 4 smart contracts, the mystery box, the mystery well, Pink Miss Well, and another mystery. So 3 wells and 4 smart contracts have 97% of this million tokens wrapped up. This is the most scarce token in crypto, not just on Pulse Chain. This is the most scarce token that I know of in crypto, and we're only going to get more and more scarce. And it's going to be really fun to see that game of chicken between the NFT holders. F1, there was a cool crash. Here's a 3-minute highlight right here of F1. Really fun crash.
Charles Leclerc started the Canadian Grand Prix weekend with a bang. The Monegasque driver running wide and locking up, resulting in an unusual crash at turn 3.
So he locks up, then runs slightly wide, and once he's wide, he's just oversteering with just no grip at all off the racing line, and finds a barrier that I've never seen hit.
Sorry, I'm in the wall. Yeah, my bad, I should have gone straight. I thought I'll just make it, but I clipped the wall.
Teammate Lewis Hamilton is a 7-time winner here in Canada, a record he shares with the great Michael Schumacher. Despite plenty of experience at this track, the Briton suffered a spin exiting turn 10.
We come here every year and it's always a temporary circuit, but this year particularly, it seems like the grip is so low.
And took another trip beyond the boundaries at the final chicane. He'll be hoping to bounce back after struggling for pace last time out in Spain. Franco Colapinto visits Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the first time, and it wasn't the easiest start for the Argentine driver, as he pirouetted his Alpine at turn 2.
This is him starting his first flying lap of the weekend, and he just got about 20% of throttle, and it was enough to rotate the car.
And fellow rookie Kimi Antonelli survived a scare as he ran wide at turn 6.
Yeah, just lock the rear there.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Teammate George Russell also suffered a snap of oversteer at the same turn. Elsewhere, Sauber's Gabriel Bortoleto was lucky to avoid contact as he weaved past Hamilton and Alex Albon. Despite this, Verstappen set an impressive lap to take the fastest time of a 1:13.193. Lando Norris starts the weekend just 10 points behind teammate and championship leader Oscar Piastri, but a tricky FP1 saw the McLaren man off the track on 3 occasions, eventually finishing the session in P7. Piastri also found himself struggling for grip with a small slide exiting turn 6 late in the
Wonder if it's
session.
going to show
The Australian eventually finishing the session in P14. So it's Verstappen fastest, followed by Albon, Sainz, Russell, and
apologize. There was a crash here where one teammate crashed into another teammate, and the exact same thing happened about 14 years ago, which was kind of funny. Again, I lost my same 7 bet, and I lost the bet that Lewis Hamilton would not be in the top 7. He was in the top 7, so I lost a bet to excuse me, Triplet Dad. So I'll be paying Pulse Market store for that one, $50. So that's kind of fun to go with people there. Let's see here. CC46, that's insane. 11, I could only dream. Man, yeah, CryptoCat 46, 11 is great. That's those who are minting hard. Hola collectives, hola Smo Spider. We'll watch a couple of your shorts here in a second, and then ahoy mates, Hexty's in the house, bright lights in the house. We were just talking about your token. Yep, token. Just a bit about. Let's go into. I'm just going to share this right here with you guys. These are the shorts that Smo Spiders are making, which are just absolutely awesome. Some really great ones with OX Bistro. And here's one right here about the dark right here. Check this one out. I believe personally that this project is going to go viral at some point during this coming altcoin season. I believe somebody like your friend Sami, or maybe even Richard Hart himself, is going to give us a nod and be like, holy cow, these guys have built a story, a universe, art, and some of the most interesting and intriguing game theory tokenomics that I've ever seen put together. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I've been around about a decade in crypto, and I've seen what tokenomics work and what don't. And honestly, everything just pumps. Everything pumps during a bull market. So green number go up, we get that. But the way that we can squeeze scarcity and the way we can squeeze the supply off the market, I think is going to be very, very interesting and fun to experiment with. So anyways, if you guys don't have any dark, what you got to do is you got to download something like a MetaMask wallet on your browser, or OKX or Ravi.
Follow your dreams. Get over to agproject.io, then join Telegram and follow on X. Don't forget to turn on your notifications if you know what's good for you.
Okay, so kudos to Smo for that one, and then of course let's go into this one right here.
Head over to agproject.io to play the Pink Mist Whale game, and don't forget to join the Telegram and follow on X.
Your 70 cents of pulse, and you get a number on this globe. Like, this is like a kind of like a roulette wheel, and a disco ball had a baby. You can play around with it and see it from different angles. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, and basically, once this is filled with 100 spots, or about $60-$70, then the game starts, and it's Russian roulette style. Awesome, I love that clip. We'll be sharing that one. And here's one on Dark Matter right here. Boost your crypto APR and huge bonuses. And not only that, but as the collective goes and tries to take out the evil address, if it's successful, your payouts from the treasury are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because we're taking the evil address out of the game of chicken. It would just be like, imagine it if you're a Hexagon. Imagine a bunch of whales EES. Imagine the OA EES, and just like boom, you got these huge payments, these huge bonuses, and a much higher APR. That's what's happening. That's what we're seeing in Dark Matter. It's kind of like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty. I know that I'm biased, but this is my favorite game to play in Pulse, in crypto. This is my favorite place to hang out, and this is my favorite place to work on the story and the art and the community. I love you guys. I'm very, very grateful for you guys. So thank you very much. Oh, you caught me getting all mushy there. Love it, love it. Here we go. Oh, I sent it to the wrong person. Let me get rid of that. Again, yeah. Well, I love you guys. You guys are the best. The best damn community, hands down. I'm here for the tech. Good to see you, Fast Abdul. Should I scrape that winning to J4 fuel cells yet? I wouldn't. I would hang on to, if you can hang on to lottery winnings, and you are winning, that is like a next level of this game. Yeah, thank you very much, Smo Spiders. Shout out to Smo Spiders. Great stuff. I'm going to start adding those. I've been uploading them to my YouTube, but man, that's great. That is great. Let me unfreeze my camera here. Going to be out of the studio for a few days this weekend, taking a long weekend to a place. We've been a few times. Gonna have a lot of fun, hang out with some friends. Shout out to any Hexicans that know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna be having some fun, and I'll be back for the next lottery. Obviously, well, before the next lottery, we need to start the J6 fuel cell art contest. I know some of you guys are still waiting for your stuff. There, oh shucks, I'm not a winner. Oh well, I heard I'm eligible for J5 art finalist prize package. You are definitely. We will be getting those yet. I think that while I'm out of the studio, I'll probably take my laptop and send some reward points out to you kids this weekend. But this weekend, I know it's Tuesday, but the weekend is starting early for us. It's going to end on Sunday. But we've got some fun things in store for you guys. I reached out to our dev and I said, hey, is it possible for the collective to hack the evil address and just just vaporize the fuel cells that have won the lottery? And he's like, yeah. So Scrape Mutton may not go live, but you still might see the payouts in Journey 3 and Journey 4 go up significantly. And of course, J5 that thing is insane. If the 43,000, almost 44,000 NFTs that are in there are destroyed from the evil address, that leaves 23,000, and about 20,000 of those are from the mystery box. So you take those 20,000 out of the equation, and you're really sitting at about 3,000 user mints. 3,000 user mints. That's banana. That's absolutely insane. Look at this. Yes, noise. I agree. Smell Spider. I agree. So, like I said, I think I've covered just about everything we need to cover here. I'm gonna change back into my civilian clothes, and you guys are awesome. Completely awesome. Well, if I don't put that up there, you guys can start putting J6 fuel cell art contests stuff on our Telegram. In our X. If you go to X and then you go to Communities Collective, that's where we're going to be posting and looking for the likes and retweets for the art that's going to be on J6 before you know it, like in 24 days. Boom, it's time to start Journey 6, and your chances to get the J5s with the Pink Mistwell gun, the Pink Mistwell deal are maybe gone. Hexy Armstrong, yes, you all matter. You all matter. J6 art contest is on. It is on right now. Like I said, I've been busy with a lot of things lately in life, and I apologize. I'm slacking. I need to get back in there and get the tweets going and get different things going. But like I was saying, yeah, you matter too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Smo. Yeah, remember, what you do matters. You matter. And the fact that you went from one cell to 35 trillion cells, that's pretty magical. You're a pretty magical and amazing person just by the fact that you exist. You're a very, very valuable person. Remember that. Love you guys. I might try to stream from the festival, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm doing. We'll see how Starlink does out there in the desert. But love you guys, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Ciao.